Today we're going to talk about European citizenship, and you've been with Polaron for what, more than 6 months now?
More than just 6 months, yeah.
6 months. Okay, well, it's a bit of an anniversary as well. So what is EU citizenship, Alexandra?
EU citizenship is being able to live, work, and travel in any of the 28 EU countries, and just like being a part of, like, I think for many people, what I realize is just like connecting with like their ancestry and like that history there. So it's very important and like goes to the heart for some people. That's what EU citizenship would be. Yeah.
That's such a nice way of explaining this, Alexandra. In practice, of course, it means that for you to get European citizenship or EU citizenship, you need to be a national or a citizen of a country that's a member of an EU. So, for example, Slovak or Czech, it's like a secondary citizenship. So you need to be a Czech or Slovak citizen to be also a EU citizen. And your passport will say that. So it'll be passport for Slovak Republic /EU. All right. So you mentioned 27 countries and also that strong connection with your heritage as well, because a lot of people start off with wanting a second passport, right? But they get kind of something more than that at the end.
Yes, definitely.
What happens?
Because basically to start the process, you need to fill out a family tree kind of thing. And then like that involves a lot of like searching for information or like asking your family about information about their ancestors and that kind of thing. And I've noticed through the start of the process, people are finding out things that they never knew, or just like things about their family that just, even if they turns out they're not eligible, they still find it a very like good thing for them to have, because you just find out so much about your family, and it's a very interesting thing to do.
So you take people on that pretty rewarding journey. You're their guide, right? And you talk to them about their heritage, also their life plans, I guess, and what they're going to do with their citizenship once they get it. But what are some of the benefits, Alexandra, of becoming or confirming your EU citizenship?
It would probably be that you get to just live, work, and travel all around the EU countries. Also, just some people find things important like quality healthcare, for example, in like Czech Republic, or like an education system that's really good as well. And then also just, I don't know, having that kind of freedom to kind of go somewhere else and live somewhere else and just kind of get away from where they are. For example, if they're from Australia or the US, they like to be able to go and be freely travel over somewhere else as well.
Right, because in Europe, everything's on your doorstep. All the countries are very close. You can be in Spain one day and Sweden another, and you just jump on a plane. And despite the pandemic, I think it's still quite flexible. And of course, European passport is a plan B. At the moment, we live in such a strange world that with so many restrictions and quite a bit of confusion. But that European passport also gives you an ability to have, like a plan B, I guess is the way I would describe it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So a lot of people that you speak with would be firstly or initially interested in that plan B, but what happens to some of the people that go through the journey with you, do you think?
I think that they become like so connected to like their roots, and like they start by just thinking they might be just getting like Czech or Slovak citizenship, but it turns out that they're like opening this whole world to like this whole past of their family that they never knew existed, and they just like get to step into that. And you really do see how like much it excites people and like interests people, and how much they just like even more want to become a Czech citizen, for example, because like they've just learned all of this new amazing stuff about their family and their history and like the country that they're from. And I just think that that's what gets people the most, is like they really feel a connection to these places. And I think that's just beautiful.
Yeah, it is. And look, overall, compared to some other countries, I think it is quite a structured and efficient process where it usually on average takes about 6 months, and the eligibility criteria are quite clear. But of course, you work with a team in the Czech Republic. Tell us, who do you work with?
I work with Jakub in the Czech Republic mostly. He's my very close work friend that I work with, because he taught me everything I needed to know about Czech citizenship pretty much. and he's just encourages me to like delve deeper into it and like learn more about how people can be eligible. So when I speak to them on the phone or like through email, I can kind of answer questions myself to them. Yeah, so I work closely with Jakub, and he knows everything about Czech citizenship. So I'm very lucky to be working with him, yes.
Yeah, great. And he's a great communicator as well. Look, I'm planning, and I don't know quite yet when, to go and visit. I've not met him face to face because, of course, when COVID hit, you know, we aren't able to travel.
Yeah.
But I also really like working with Jakub. Hopefully he's not listening, because he's so patient and also very competent when it comes to eligibility for citizenship. He will tell you. Yeah. And sometimes we do have to give people the bad news that they don't qualify, right? How do you handle that, Alexandra?
I think just as long as you tell them, like give them all the information as to why they're not eligible, and just kind of like, it's always hard because you don't want to tell someone that they're not eligible, especially when they go to the effort of like giving you all this information and that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, I haven't really had anyone who hasn't handled it well. So it's just kind of like most of them take it as like a good experience that they had learning all this information and just like finding some things out. And if they do have another option, I try and give them another option. But if not, it's just kind of like, I hope you enjoyed this journey that you had with us so far and can take something from it. And most people do. So I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. And of course, for Slovak citizenship, we're just waiting on the amendments to the law to be approved. We've been talking about it for 87 years, I think, you know, and every month we're like, they're about to do it. But that's going to create quite a difference in how eligibility works, because it'll go further generation-wise, right? Do we know what the potential amendments are going to be?
So basically, for Slovak citizenship, currently you can only be eligible by birth. But they are trying to change that. So if your grandparent or your parent or even your great-grandparent lost their Slovak citizenship in the past, as a child or a grandchild or a great-grandchild, you'll be able to acquire Slovak citizenship through a process they call declaration. Yeah.
And Alexandra, for people to contact you, how do they do that? And what happens when they contact you?
So basically you can either contact us through Facebook or through our website. You'll get an option to either have a call with me or to just straight away send through your family tree. So if you want to have a call with me, it's basically like an eligibility assessment. We go through your family history and then I can tell you a little bit about how we can help you and that sort of thing. And basically from there, it's about filling out the family tree and giving us the information that we need to send to Jakub, who will do an assessment. And then from there, you'll know if you're eligible or not for Slovak or Czech citizenship. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty simple, and I encourage everybody that's listening that wants to explore their Czechoslovak citizenship to contact Alexandra, because it is free, and we do take a lot of care and pay a lot of attention to the information you give us. And the least that we'll do is give you accurate eligibility assessment, and then you can make a decision as to what to do. Alexandra, are you learning Czech, or have I made that up?
I am learning Czech in the process of. I was learning and then I took a bit of a break, but I'm going to start again, yes.
Okay, so what can you say in Czech already?
Ahoj, which is hello.
Ahoy, aha. Okay, well, that's good. That's a good start. So everyone, if you have any questions about Czech or Slovak citizenship, Alexandra is the person to speak to. We will put her contact details in the comments after this session ends. So we encourage you to speak to Alexandra if you want to have a plan B, if you want to reconnect with your Czech or Slovak heritage. And thanks for your time, Alexandra, this morning.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, everyone.
Thanks, Alex.